went to Davos, and he shut them up. He told them just what I've been thinking, and a whole lot of I've been saying, and a lot of others have said. Thinking nobody wanted to say anything. I did. I screamed it. Nobody listened, but I screamed it. All right, and that is this: Davos, the WEF, World Economic Forum, are run by the globalists. All the big money, they run it. They want to control the world. They bought off the United Nations. They own them, and they own the Democratic Party, and they want to own the United States. And that's been going on for years, and they've tried. We finally have a president that stood up to them and said, hell no. The United States is a sovereign nation, and we stand alone if we have to. Now, we helped all those people in Germany. Everybody over in Europe would be speaking German right now, but the United States saved them World War II. And I don't know. And all of a sudden things started happening and turned around, and he made a deal for Greenland. And somebody said, why Greenland? What the hell's important there? It's called self-defense. All right? Go way back. Remember the Cuban Missile Crisis? If not, look it up. All right? Russia wanted to put missiles into Cuba. And JFK says, hell no, you ain't gonna do it. And he stood up to Russia. And they pulled it out. Venezuela, another one. The Chinese own all that trash in Venezuela. They've been giving them all these weapons, and Cuba giving them all these weapons. And he said, no, you ain't gonna do it. Now he went to the world leaders and said, no, you ain't gonna do it. We stand with our sovereignty. We will remain the United States. But you will respect us, and you respect our way of life, and you'll get these illegals out of our country. You'll take them back because we don't want them. Now, you leftists, woke, mentally crazy people, or totally brainwashed, and there's a bunch of those. You're fighting what this country was made by. You're fighting what this country means. You're fighting what this country, what I fought for 20 years. And what I'm willing to go to war with right now, at 81, almost 81 years old, hell yes, I go to war right now. But you gotta understand, this country survived some of the worst that's been thrown at it. The Civil War, Civil War that was terrible. Who was behind it? The Democratic Party, of course. They wanted to keep the slavery, and we said, hell no, we want slavery free. And we won. Thank you. And War I, no, they were going to take over everything. No, no, no. We said, no, we're going to fight back too, and we did. World War II came up, and Germany, Hitler had taken almost all of Europe. You have to check the history. Hitler had almost taken Europe. And the United States said no, and jumped into the middle of it and drove him back and ultimately won. Japan made their sneak attack on the United States, and we whipped them too. Korea, the North Koreans, they invaded Korea down. They slowly went down all the way, and they had a little tiny chip left. The United States says, oh no, we can't have that. That's communism. And we went in that little tiny chip and drove them all the way back up the DMZ. And that would ended in a ceasefire. No, it did not end up in a peace. It ended up in a ceasefire. And that ceasefire lasted for years until Donald Trump went in and shook hands and made peace. Right. Oh, you guys forget that, did you? But that's the United States. That's what we do. Vietnam's over. Vietnam was different. Vietnam went in and, well, we had the advisors in there, and JFK said he wanted to take them out. I remember that on television. JFK said he wanted to remove the advisors from Vietnam. Because the reason being, because Vietnam, the way it's made, and you know, if you look at it, there was no invasion in down. No. They came in the Ho Chi Minh Trail and they invaded all over. And he had pockets of communism. So you didn't know who you were fighting. They didn't know when you were going to shot at. And we were winning. Oh yeah. We're doing a good job. We had a hell of a general back when I got there. His name was General William C. Westmoreland. And that man was a go-getter. He wanted to finish it. And he was doing a good job. And then they came out with this stupid, ignorant pacification program. If you shot at, don't shoot back, throw smoke. Yeah, right. And he did not go along with it, and he kept killing them. Because you cannot pacify a communist, you kill a communist. And they removed him because they couldn't control him. And he was winning. So they took him out, put a flunky in that they could tell. And I say they, not the president, who is the head of the chain of command. Congress was the one that put that pacification order out. It's an illegal order. But boy, so many followed it and so many died. Right? So we didn't lose the war, we were taken out. We were removed. Right? So we won't go into the Afghanistan and Iraq because that was all false, trash. False. Weapons of mass destruction, no, there wasn't. There was nothing. It was all a lie. And we lost so many good people over there because of a lie from the Democrats. So you can talk all you want, but the Democratic Party has been working at the downfall of the United States for absolute 60 plus years that I've watched them. They've been working at the downfall of the United States of America. Ultimately, they want to turn this country over to the WEF, the One World Order, and put us under the WEF's One World Order socialism all worldwide, you know, like Venezuela was. When 25 years ago, Venezuela was a free, happy country. People had money, people were happy. Oh, that was a place to visit. And they went socialism, and 25 years later, it's a rat hole. Kids eating out of trash. And thank God it's coming back now. Thank you, Donald Trump. But you people want to kick all this out, and these idiots blaming. No, you better take a long, close look at history, real history. Talk to some of us old people. We're still around. But I hope you get something. Anyway, I want to get it all.